and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me at CGB, and have you ever just asked yourself, what if everybody's doing it wrong? Yes, when you play against Mono Red on ladder, currently the version that's most likely to get played against you has Thundering Raiju and Squee as the top end, and then all the usual stuff at 1 and 2 mana. Yes, sometimes Mechanized Warfare gets sprinkled in there, but at a time, there was a time when everybody thought that was correct, and then now very much have swung back to the Raiju, at least in Mythic. What if all that is wrong? What if there was a cheaper, more explosive way to play the deck that got there more often? Now, don't look at me. I'm not just over here telling you what to do and telling you what's right. I don't have a big enough sample size. I am not positive that what I'm doing is right, but I am positive it deserves testing, because just because everybody parrots and plays the same cards doesn't mean it's always right to do that. You could find a better way. That's part of the promise of Magic the Gathering. The brewer's soul says every now and then, what if everyone else is wrong? And while that's a very arrogant place to be, and plenty have called me arrogant in my time, what about that 1 in like 20, 1 out of every 20 times that you're right? It feels so good. We chase that as deck creators. Now, it's weird to see me doing it with Mono Red, but here's the thing. In Mono Red, should we be running Raiju? Should it be Mechanized Warfare? Is Reckless Impulse right or wrong? Should we be playing Ancestral Anger and Blazing Crescendo? Because cards that make Monastery Swiftspear even better, it makes our most explosive starts more explosive. So that's the main point of this deck, besides actually, sneaking a new Phyrexia card into the build, and it's a common, so it's easy to get your hands on. Getting Ancestral Anger and Blazing Crescendo into the deck, they seem like kind of limited, limited combat tricks, like noob magic, but they are commons. And what if we can replace rares with commons? Isn't that just good for the budget? So that's what we're doing today. We're going to try out Ancestral Anger and Blazing Crescendo and see if they can replace the other cards you know and love in your red deck. And it does put on quite the show. Do I hate Mono Red? Yes. Do I like do I like trying to be right? Do I like trying to outright the internet, to outright the meta? I like that even more. So without further ado, let's dive in. Let the pump spell nonsense in Mono Red begin. Going second, our only weakness. Opponent giving it the rope out may not have a game here. In which case we just had some time to chat, you and I. Why even put these games in the videos? Because I don't have time to record like 15 games and choose the best 8 or whatever like I would usually do for a video. It's just a timing thing. Okay, they roped out just to actually be here. Love that. Let's play the Kamano Faces Kakazan. If they have a cut down, this plays around it. And with mana up, they pass the turn. Holding priority on the trigger. Here's a Phoenix Chick for them to kill. Here's another Phoenix Chick for them to ignore. Third Swamp. Do you have the Trespasser? That card that red struggles with so much? No, you don't. Okay, that's wonderful. Should we go for the Impulse? The reason not to is if we end up playing right into a removal spell with something like Ancestral Anger, whereas if they had a cut down, we would have seen it last turn. They probably don't have a cut down. So it's probably another Goath for the throat, so it messes up with the Crescendo. I'm going to go, we'll go Impulse instead. If I thought if I had sniffed out a cut down, holding up Crescendo would be very good. Okay. Land another Impulse. Cool. Why wouldn't it be? Shieldred? Is that you? Underdog. Well, that's not bad. If this touches the underdog, it gets exiled. Another land, that is bad. Very bad. And they still hold priority, so we know they've got some nonsense. Wait for the removal spell. They might be waiting for our Crescendo. If they want to block and trade, that's fine. All right, another Kumano. Hold the crescendo. Hopefully we have a thing to cast it on next turn. It is target creature, so we could use on their turn for the draw if we want. But hopefully we find a creature. And hopefully they let the shields down. But they are refusing us that luxury. And I'll land in a play with fire. This is a bit awkward. Okay, they're the very control-y version. I wonder how many Doomblade type effects they have. This is the worst case scenario for our deck. Good scry though. Good lord. We have been absolutely wrecked. Alright. Let's get their go for the throat. I mean, we could hope it's a cut down. If they go for a cut down here, that's awesome. Whoa! Of course it's the 4th Reckless Impulse. I can't believe they let me draw a card just now. I guess I would love the adversary next turn with all these Reckless Impulses. So let's play the Feldon. Now they play the cut down. Yeah, alright. Sure. Why wouldn't they? They let me draw that card, so I'll take it. It is like they're playing around my hand too much.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we...
You're gonna make me sack that Feldon, right? There you go.
Off you
I'm on
go.
7 for this. Hold this in case they have a removal spell. No, they don't have 2 removal spells. The chick is gonna get the Liliana. Alright, but still. What are we gonna do here? An impulse? I think so. And finally there's no priority stick. Is anger better than impulse here? Nah, more cards. We gotta get our way through all this flood somehow, right? Alright, Liliana down, hold.
It's no fun when they hit back.
If I draw 8 lands and somehow win, it's a miracle. A true miracle. There's the invoke. This part I know. That's pretty good. Are they dead? Got this pesky memory of Toshiro Umezawa. Let's see what happens when we do this. They finally tapped out. Yes! That's what I'm freaking talking about right there. Bang, 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 bang. They don't even need to know about the last one. Bang! That's not your typical mono red right there. What did we draw? Half our deck? Yes! Yes! We got through half our deck almost. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bizarre. But very, very CGB mono red right there. We're playing Skeletor. We go first. They're playing mono red. This hand's fine. Hopefully we draw a creature to take advantage of the Kumanos. I now know all the people who play mono red like this whole freaking season, and this is one of them. What is really pathetic is getting to Mythic and still playing mono red, am I right? Like, you did it. You got here as fast as you could. Now you're gonna spend every turn being like, every day, like, here's mono red. Ta-da. This game will be as interactive and exciting as you've ever seen Magic the Gathering, I promise you. All right, I think we go crescendo because they're tapped out. Let's see if they can finish the job. I went first. They have to prove that they know how to block. Come on, attack! You coward! Uh-huh. 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 You coward. All right. Like that? Kind of a silly block. Considering your mechanized warfare, one of them would have done the job. Burn, Skeletor, burn! On the play with Kumano into creature is great and probably doesn't lose games of best of one ever. Our opponent has lightning bolt sleeves, so they're playing mono red. No! Are they playing black red? Anyway, we play around their cut down and we laugh in their face while we do it. Ta-da, Sheoldred's Edict. Uh-oh, 5th land? That often means we lose, to be honest. That is not good at all. Trespasser, the card I can't beat. Go for the throat. All right, we have to hit a creature here or the crescendo is bad. That's a creature. The real question is, do they have a cut down? If they had a cut down, they'd use it right there, wouldn't they? Yes, they would. So we do it like this. Because we might have to play a land off that, or just another nice spell. Have 7. Casual 7. As long as we don't draw another land, we should win. So, upkeep. Play with fire. Scry the land away. Draw. I don't know if that'll do it, but we'll try it. 2 chickies. I think I'm going to use the Feldon and knock him to 1. And then play the chicks next turn. That way they can't make me discard. Oh, that held priority. Did they get a cut down? What's holding priority? Do they have full control on? Show me the Sheoldred. The Sheoldred of shame. The 1 turn too late. Haha, I went second. That sucked. I missed 1 land drop. Sheoldred of shame. I know that card so well. Oh, March. And they're going for 6? Oh, that's epic. Corrupt and a Sheoldred, but it dealt 6 damage to my Feldon, which is, of course, why we chose it. That is awesome. They actually had the March, and we played the 1 creature that they couldn't beat there. Crescendo. Right there. Play with fire. Down to 1 with a play with fire exiled. And they don't know about that lightning strike. There's the Sheoldred of shame. I won't even take a damage from it. That's how good I feel. Stupid mono red. I gotta say, I love this version though. You just see more cards. It feels like you're chaining off and, you know, like a storm deck. On the play. And it's a Swift Spear. Get him. Show him who the boss is. Adaptive, pathetic and slow. Means nothing to me. 2 play with fires. Holy crap. Well, we already have our land drop. I guess I might upkeep play it. Oh, that can't block. What is this, a joke? You're going to attack me? What is this, a joke? Nice. Do we get the chick down and then anger the next turn? Probably, because right now the trample doesn't really matter. And do we kill the adaptive? I think on the play we don't even have to. Another chick, that's another aerial attacker for 1 mana. We'll keep it. You're down to 9. You have to clog up the ground for the Swift Spear somehow. That is very cloggy. It's a very good clog. Impulse. There's the mountains. That's why we play that first. Anger. Chicky. Now, are we dead next turn? Yes. Yes, we are. Let's hope they block. Balls, they outpowered me on the play. They don't even need to play anything because they can pump this up. That works too. Well, that was not really an interactive game, and I guess I should have killed their creatures because they had it. Yeah, we went first and did not actually win. I should pay attention to Gruel. Gruel is good at that stuff. I have to keep this hand because it's funny. Just, opponent, do me a solid. Turn 1 tapped land. That's all I ask. That works. It's not a tapped land, but it works. Oh my goodness, we're going to draw nothing but land the rest of the way, aren't we? Ta-da! Nice. Magic's great. Go ahead. Play your 2-mana 3/3 creature. Do it. Show everyone your boss. They're scared now. They're like, whoa, this technology is beyond what I thought possible. Yeah, play with fire. Okay, all right, cool. Yep. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, we go here. And here. And we go here. And we got that next turn. They're at 8. We're at 16. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What could you possibly do? How are you going to get out of this? That can't block. That means nothing to me. Oh my gosh, all attack. Love to see it. So what does this mean? This means they have an instant speed removal spell. Yeah? So do I. So, we can't actually threaten them with lethal here. If we put this on the stack, they'll use a spell in response, right? Let's see what they do when we attack. All right, I have to get the removal spell cast, so we'll go face with the lightning strike because otherwise it could get really ugly. And now they have to decide whether or not to strike me, untap, strike me again. Maybe they have lethal. Big decision. Face. Okay, let's see if they have it. They go to 1. Too bad I couldn't quite threaten them with lethal. The Ancestral Anger might have, right? Okay. I see 7. I see 7, not 8. And if they had to play with fire, they'd use it, so we know. We know they naked. So they've got to be able to survive the trample. Okay. If they had held the lightning strike till their turn, what did they play this turn? They played the adversary. Okay. That one worked. I cast Ancestral Anger. That's trample. Oh my god. The 4th one? No. Not like this. BM to the moon. I play mono red. I can BM to the moon if I want to. Close. But 4 Ancestral Angers. Shuffler is too fine. On the play, this is a hand. It's amazing the difference between going first and going second with a deck like this. It almost feels like going second isn't worth playing at all, but going first, you feel unbeatable. I hope Magic fixes play draw. I think Alchemy, that was the best thing Alchemy could have done. I think I've talked about this on the show a little bit before. Let's go Kumano faces Kakazan here and hold back the adversary. Okay, they're esper. What kind of esper are they? Thalia esper. So, take out the Thalia. I guess we have to. I'm still playing adversary this turn, though. So we're holding the play with fire for later. Yeah, they've got Rafine. They are taking damage to do it. Oh, they're not holding back. Well, that might make our play with fire a lot worse. But the opponent's definitely in a situation where they sort of need to block, so Blazing Crescendo could really kill him here, take out the Rafine, or do a ton of face damage. That's a very aggressive attack. A lot of people feel like they need to with Rafine, and they discard a Go for the throat. Holy crap. So yeah, like, what are you going to do here? They might have a Shieldred. I guess that's their best chance to get back in it. And block the Chick. So what can we do here? You can deal them 8. If they play Shieldred next turn, they go up to 7 if they attack with everything. And then we attack them again. They block the 3/3 and they take 5. So yeah, it's all about kill the Rafine or kill the player. If they take 5 here, then we only need 1 more point of damage to finish them. I think we kill the Rafine just to be safe, because the Shieldred could still run away with it here. I wouldn't have enough next turn for sure to kill the player if they play a Shieldred, so let's make sure, because if they don't have the Rafine, they're in big trouble. We still have the flying attacker that they have to get in front of. And there it is. They had it. They definitely had it. Now, we need a land here. That is a lightning strike, which is not terrible. This Thalia is a problem. If we blow up the Thalia, then we can still lightning strike. Otherwise, we can just lightning strike. So I think it's play with fire the Thalia, and then we attack and we win. Should have just done this before. Let them know. All right. That is the scariest draw you'll get from the Esper deck. But we did it on the play, so it wasn't even that hard. On the draw is a scary place to be, but I mean, we're attacking with a heck of an adversary. Like, if this adversary makes it to turn 3, we can make it hit so hard. So, I mean, I think that this is as good as you're looking for. I think on the draw, this deck is less resilient than the normal red deck, but on the play, it's more explosive. So the trade-off, just kind of what do you want to win harder on the play? And sometimes, you know, that's all you need. Every land after this is a bit of a disaster. So, can't control the flood if that's the way it's going to go. Whoa, they missed the creature on 2. That's huge. They missed the creature on 2. I think then we try to take the aggressive line. Even though they're getting a heck of a turn here. We kind of want them to go for it. Yeah, they're going for it. They're like, oh, I will go for it. We get another play with fire. 15-16. How hard can we hit? I think we should do the anger and the crescendo while we can. No removal spell to interrupt us. That is too much land. They're down to 7 though. Here come the removal. Are they going all in? Lunatic. We need to draw a point of damage. We do. Are they freaking insane? I mean, math is for blockers, I guess. I'll even show you the chick if that's what you want to see. They're like, there is no way I win from a defensive position, so I'm just not going to try one. I love it. You lost on the play, Mono Red. You should retire. Opponent goes first. Hopefully the chicks can go way over the top and get the W's. Start with the Kumano. For Fiend's Tower, will it be control or will it be Thalia style? Question answered. All right. For this turn, let's get the chicks going. The Thalia shouldn't interrupt us too much. We can play with fire it next turn. But what's going on here with the poor colorness? Is this the version that plays with Slogurk? Guess so. Ayo the Dawn Sky into the graveyard. Okay. I really want to play the Anger. I also need to kill the Thalia, but there's also the opportunity to kill the Rafine. Not worth it in my opinion. Let's get this thing dead. Let's play Anger on one of these and then attack all, I think, because we can bring the chick back if we have one more attacker. We just want to be damage everywhere we can be. If we spread it out, they block here for sure. If we make a 3, they might not block the chick that's only a 1. Yeah, and let us keep the chicks that way. I think that's good. It's worth it. It's 1 damage either way, but I guess yeah, I guess they would have taken 1 more if they had blocked differently. We'll see. Maybe I was supposed to focus on damage there. Might be a learning moment. Yeah, Pain Lands, yes. Let's go. That's what we love to see. This might be one of those games where if we had gone first, it would have been easy. Oh, yeah. Malira. Okay. Okay. Now what? Lightning Strike the Malira. Reckless Impulse or Adversary? Adversary is really close to getting back a Lightning Strike. I think we Impulse, so if we're going to do that, let's do it first. They hold priority, but might just be because of Malira. Those lands suck, but at least we got them off the Impulse. Okay, exile it. So if this dies, I get back. Here, do we give up a chick? Yep. Yeah, you see, they're not even taking the bait. They're just always trying to save as much damage as possible, but they need a Shieldred. Old Rustine might be able to get a food token. Hits a treasure. This is your land. They have 2 mana open. Don't think they're going to play counter spells in their Rafine deck. The hit, I think, has to be a strike to the face. Here we come. What you gonna do? Ganjo, that's a good one for them. Now they get to make some blocks. We're gonna drop low, but they're still here. Now they're thinking about killing the chick, which is interesting because they never took that deal before. They're gonna take it. Okay, they're at 3. This is 2. It's very close. If they have a Shieldred, they're in this. They have an ow. That is very good for blocking Phoenix chicks. That is a play with fire, though. Yeah, we don't play that way. And that was easy. Right off the top. All those legends across 4 colors. Gotta gain life, though. If you can't gain life, what are you gonna do? On the draw, it's very average land distribution for this deck. This is actually a perfectly fine hand, but the lands made it unkeepable. We'll keep. Who knows? I might draw 4 straight lands and still actually channel the Sokenzan. Perfect draw off the top. That's what we needed. Going up against Mono Blue, you gotta be on the board, especially on the draw. No consider from the opponent, though. They have something else. March? What holds priority for a blue on nothing that goes in a Storm Chaser Drake deck? Full control mode, I guess. But now they're not on full control. Yeah, maybe it is March. Yeah, because I played the Swift Spear, but they could have responded to the Swift Spear. That's not March. I guess we'll see. Opponent wants to race. I think they might have the card Shore Up to untap this and block with it. Let's try for an Impulse. Squeeze good. Let's try for an Anger. Okay, I get the card. Doesn't feel like they're going to phase me here. What are they going to do? Okay, they phased me. They should have done that before I draw the card, I think, if they were going to do it anyway. But, you know, it's fine. I'll take it. Are they still trying to race? No, they are not. They have bailed on racing. Squee. Squee resolves. Anger. Anybody else angry? You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Maybe they'll phase in response this time. The way they use that March, they probably have another. And yeah, here they come. They exiled something just to draw. If they were going to do that, they should have attacked, right? So they're playing kind of sus. Well, they found a combat research. And now they're attacking. But yeah, I think we can body them just by being very, very, very aggressive. I think they'll make more mistakes at some point. There's a lightning strike. I don't think we go for the Drake. I think that would be a mistake. Do we go for the crescendo? Do we go for the extra damage from casting the lightning strike? If we crescendo the token, they're not going to touch the token. I think we just want to play it this turn when we know it's going to hit. Although, you know what? It might hit next turn. It could definitely hit next turn. Let's just go face with the card they know about. Yep. They already declared no blocks, right? I thought they did. Yeah, they already declared no blocks. Perfect. Cycle a tower. Okay. They already used 2 marches. This is probably their most important card in the matchup. They still haven't had something with enough toughness to dissuade me from attacking. They're playing more combat researches. Okay, does that give lifelink? I think it does. Yeah. All right, so that's their plan. They got a little lifelink here. However, we're still really close to getting through for lethal. They're gonna need more help. They don't have it. Yep, a little lifelink, it takes more than that. Takes a lot more than that. Bang, bang, bang. On the play, it's a good one. Hopefully the adversary doesn't die, so we see Blazing Crescendo do some serious things. A Plains, love it. Do we play the Feldon or the adversary? The Feldon. Because the adversary might still get kicked later. It has a mode if, you know, maybe we draw the perfect cards to curve out from here. The adversary could still be kicked someday. You don't know what the top of the deck will hold. Okay, straight to an exile effect. Looks like our opponent's going to play that white deck. Let's use the crescendo while we can. And we do hit a land. Down to 11. See if they can do something about the etching of Kumano here. Very potential play is a wedding announcement. Play with fire could kill the token, so we're saving it. They got a Lauren. That is really good for them. That is really good for them. It's usually not great in these matchups, but it can take out etching, which is nasty. It gets them the sweet, easy, clean 2-for-1, which normally they can't get from a Lauren in these matchups. So we could play Kumano, just deal them 1, say go. Then they probably have Wandering Emperor available next turn, which makes everything a lot harder. So I think we go for this right now. Take it where you get it. And now we can just top deck a Lightning Strike and potentially win. Okay, there's the wedding announcement. They also have lay down arms, man. Okay, draw Lightning Strike, please. Bloodthirsty Adversaries also looking good. Another Crescendo. So easy bolt right upstairs. Kumano, tick tick. Next turn is a scary one. If they can find a way to gain some life and get in this, the ground is getting mucky. You might see the dreaded using Crescendo on their creature to try to hit the burn spell. Squee? Yeah, now's the time to squee. It was almost too late, but this is pretty good. Puts them right back on the back foot. There's no Wandering Emperor available. They have to chump it before their creatures become bigger. Yep, that if I was going to draw a squee, that was the moment. Resto, that card is really slow in this matchup. That is what you want to see. Okay, it's unfortunate. Still just need to draw a little damage. That's all I need, is a little bit of damage. Swifty. There's no trample here, though. Should I Crescendo now? They have to block both anyway. So if I Crescendo now, I might hit an Anger that I can use to get trample that wins the game. Oh, that's pretty good, too. It's amazing how they just keep coming. They just keep on coming. Yeah, they have no choice on the blocks. And we have to draw 1 point. One little point. They can get back a Spirited Companion for a reroll. Probably should. Oh, they drop an Ossification. Another one. What's in their hand? They're going to get the Ossification back. They can take out the chick. Okay. Flyer gone. Every creature has haste. So if I draw a creature, they need to have a response to it. If I have any creature on board, the Crescendo and the Anger are good. Okay. They were holding Eternal Wanderer, and they know they can't get around it. Their wedding announcement's all used up. That's going to do it. Eternal Wanderer good against a lot of things. Mono red, not really one of them. On the play. Let's go. The only thing missing is a turn 1 creature. Do we go for the mana efficient curve out? I think I do. Where were you a turn ago? But we keep you. Belden. Right at him. That's a card. Not a card I expected. Do we Lightning Strike that card? Or do we just let it trade? I guess we let it trade, especially since we get a 1/1 for using Squee, and Squee might come back later. What are they going to do with that treasure, though? This version of the deck's more likely than most to get Squee out of the graveyard because we actually play a lot of like little spells. That is a pain. Dragon Engine, huh? Mono. I'm wondering if I run the Feldon into this Dragon Engine so I can go face with Lightning Strike. We could also get this Kumano down sooner. I guess we can decide after they block. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We still get a lot of damage through this way. Down to 9. Guess I'll just pass with Strike. Down to 6. Bring back Squee. So what are they gonna do? Ooh, they're gonna make a lot of critters. That's very strong. You gonna attack with some of those? No. Alright. Strike you. Squee you. Still get through. Hiding the Kumano. Hopefully they block the Feldon and I hit something really good. Yeah, they're blocking for max efficiency here. They lose 2 battalions. They go to 5. Feldon gets... play with fire and crescendo, huh? I guess I have to take the burn spell. But for this turn, we're going to play the Kumano faces Kakazan. And next turn, we're going to do the play with fire, so we'll stop on upkeep for it. Just trying to finish the job. They're not going to gain life with this deck. So we just have to find ways to pick the last few pieces up. Yeah, we're not getting through on the ground anymore. They better start attacking too. Eh? Yeah, that's what you gotta do because they have to close. Base is the place. I'll take a Reckless Impulse on top. Probably stopping their heart because whenever you see a keep on top in that spot, you assume you're dead. Another Impulse and a Kumano faces Kakazan. Let's Impulse again. There's a land and a crescendo. Okay. Squee comes back next turn and you're at 1. They have 8 points of attack. They can find... I mean, is there some sneaky way to double it? That would be insane. I can see 4 attackers for next turn, bringing back Squee and flipping a Kumano. So they need 4 blockers. There's a Mutt. Oh, you also play Kumano, huh? And you play Raiju. Dang. All right. I mean, you should probably save the 4 blockers, hope I draw nothing, and do Raiju Battalion. But, I mean, that is kind of gutsy. At the least, I know you want to attack with the Raiju. Look how close that is to lethal, though. It's very close. So we have to do it this turn. But almost any draw is a good draw, and we get 2. Down to 9. Reckless Impulse. What's with all the rerolls? I will reroll. Just need 1 point of damage. Good guard. The Squee doesn't do it. That does. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. No hidden reach over here. Complete with a blazing crescendo. Yes. It was the time of the peeps. Always fun to find the lethal with the peep. Almost top 1500 again. The game to put an end to being a percentage gamer. Trying to get back in the numbers. Our opponent has Teferi with lightning bolt sleeves. A little misleading, but I'm going to assume mono red till proven otherwise, like I usually do. And we're on the play. So let's go, Swifty. It is your time. Nice. Okay. Well, just being on the play is going to take us so far in this game. Let's go straight to the adversary. Next turn, they really want to play a creature because of Kumano. And it will be a 3/3, but it can't block. So now we need to hit him hard. And Reckless Impulse will help. All right, Anger as well. There's the land, and there's all the way down to 10. So now things get real. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love this flip. This isn't what I would call the greatest. There's a Strangle. Oh, if they're taking out the creatures, we like that. We're down to 11. This is a big turn. I feel like they have another removal spell, and they might use it on the Squee. But we do still have a Play with Fire. The problem is this other Reckless Impulse. But if we play with fire and then play with fire again, I think we're in pretty good shape. So yeah, they'll probably kill this. Feels like they're gonna kill it. But at least they didn't kill us. And I think we have to keep attacking. And then we'll decide what to do with this Play with Fire. Devastator for 3. And coming in with everything. So think about it. Think about it. If we take them down to 6, then drop them to 4, then what do we have to hit? We have to hit 4 points of damage. If we take this out, we're going to go to 5. If we untap at 5 and we use Sokinzan to block, we're still taking 3. They only need 2 points of damage to kill us, and we don't have an answer to it. I think we go face. 4 points of damage. It's very doable, especially with the card draw effects with Blazing Crescendo. Swifty. We just need 2 more points. Blazing Crescendo. Got him. Smooth. Never didn't have it. Why would we even consider blocking or removal when we can go face? And we are back for a post-game wrap, and those of you who are wondering why we might have had a little time shift in the middle where my rank totally changed and my outfit totally changed, you're being rewarded. Oh yeah, camera position changed too. Anyway, I recorded about half this video. I forgot I didn't record the other half, and I decided I wasn't going to give you a 19-minute video. We have standards here. Okay, I'm at least going to try to get like a 30-minute video, so I recorded a second half to the video rather than post it as a 19-minute video. And there's a big time lapse, as you can see. Played it way over here, played it like a week later way over here. This deck is good. I still don't have a large enough sample size to say that all the mono red players out there in the world are doing it wrong, but this build is just as competitive and probably more explosive. You can see we've got an 88% on the play win rate and 67% on the draw, which I think if you look at typical mono red is like 70-60, something like that. And again, still a small sample size. My takeaway from this is that the pump spells like Anger and the Blazing Crescendo just give you a more explosive final turn or middle turn if you're playing around removal that just piles up the damage faster and makes it easier to close a game. So I actually would recommend this over versions with Mechanized Warfare. I think it's competitive with the typical version you see with Thundering Raiju. I think that this deck is more flexible, and I do like it. I would run it. The downside is when you don't have a creature on the board. If you actually play somebody who manages to remove all your creatures, then your top decks become very pitiful, as Ancestral Anger and Blazing Crescendo without a creature is a disaster. However, if your opponent has just anything, you can cast it on their creatures too to try to get deeper in the deck. So something to think about. Anyway, challenge assumptions. See if everybody's doing it wrong. And in the case of mono red, just assume everything's wrong. It's mono red. Everybody looks for a list to copy, but you can try a new one. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. You're cool.